Okay. Hey, everybody. So, today I had court on Zoom, and I had got a ticket back in March when I was doing Uber, and I had a passenger. I had just picked up my passenger. This white officer pulled me over. Soon as he flicked his light, I immediately pulled over. I drive buses, Class B license, so I'm always checking my mirrors. I always do my best to protect my license, you feel me? So the officer approaches my car and he don't have his body footage on. And I'm asking him, why did you pull me over? He immediately tells me I was speeding, that I almost hit his car and all this and all that. Mind you, I'm still talking to my passenger, have my cousin Robin on the phone, and this guy is not paying attention to all that. He goes to the car with my ID. While he's in there, another car pulls up. He still have not paid attention to my passenger in the car. So I'm crying by now, talking to my cousin, because I'm like, I'm finna die today. Because I meant that. I don't play with these cops, and I don't like them at all. I do my best not to have to engage with them because of the evilness that is in their so-called brotherhood. Okay. My passenger felt like I did nothing wrong. I knew I did nothing wrong. He wants to talk and be my friend and just talk, 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 talk. I don't do all that little talking. You're not my friend. We're not cool. Give me my ticket so I can go. Give me my ticket. He tells me to pay. You don't even have to go to court and fight. You just pay it. That's what everybody else do. But I knew I did nothing wrong. So I get the passenger's information or whatever. Reached out to him. He never replied back, whatever. But it is what it is. When I tell you I was on pins and needles about this whole matter, this whole situation, I was on pins and needles. And I was freaking out. Well, went to court on Zoom. Thank God for my daughter, Kiari. I love my baby. Her daddy, I wish I had her twin too. He gave me something great there, you know. She sat here with me. She just was like, Mom, I got to sit in here with you because I know how you are. So while we're in court and the judge tells me, you can change your plea from not guilty. You can change it to no contest or guilty. And I'm like, why would I say I'm guilty when I'm not? I'm not guilty. I am not wrong. And so they show the footage. I settled for the trial. And so in the trial, the video footage that was shown, the man only showed a little portion of whatever, right? So the judge says that he's siding with the officer. He doesn't see anything wrong that the officer did, this and that, whatever. And I told him, I said, well, first of all, shouldn't he have his body footage on when he approaches the so-called suspect or whatever you want to call me? And he said, well, we can get into that later. I said, no, we can get into that now because that is the number one big part. That will show everything, right? So then the officer says he has footage of the before he even pulled me over. So I said, yeah, show all of it. I want to see it all. Since, you guys got me hemmed up, like, let me see it all. Long story short, he shows it. It shows the officer speeding. He sped up to even get into an entanglement with me. Okay? My point of telling y'all this is because I was going to lay down and just take it, and they was going to put another strike on my driver's license or take a point off my license at me. Just, throwing something on a black woman that they can get away with. I don't have a criminal record. So they want to give me something. So my daughter was like, she seen the whole video. She was like, Mommy, no, contest that. So I tell the officer, I said, Officer, did you not see him speed up? Look at, before he even turned on my street. You don't see no cars in the vicinity of me getting ready to switch from the lane I was in, coming into the lane in the middle, and then into the lane that I was about to make my left hand turn in, because we were on a one-way street in Sacramento on J Street. So once it got to the decision time, the judge is like, I done heard enough. Giving me attitude from the very beginning of court. In the court of law, he held me guilty until he found me innocent. So my point of this video is to say, Black women, protect yourselves by all means necessary, especially when it comes to the law and it comes to being in court. If you know you're innocent, don't take what they try to push on you and give to you. Fight until you can't fight no more. Period. My mom, as she was passing in her last days, she fought until she couldn't fight. She fought the good fight. She fought a physical fight. She fought until she couldn't fight. So I say this to you. Fight until you can't fight no more. Because in the end, the honest to God's truth won. I was not wrong. I wasn't liable. And I wasn't responsible. And that cop was on some BS. Because like I said, he had another car pull up. The only time you have another car pull up on a traffic stop is when you want drama. When you trying to create and make some BS out of nothing. They do that to our Black men. So please tell your sons, tell your Black sons, tell your husbands, your Black husbands, your men. They have to fight their cases. They have to see it through to the very end. We have to learn about our laws, what is especially for us, because they can't enslave us by lynching us and get away with it. So they're trying other enslaved tactics. And I'm going to tell you this, and I'm going to go. Kanye West is not wrong. Y'all just hearing him wrong. You guys have your own issues and own views in front of what this man is saying. If you go back and you listen to the stuff he's talking about, he might have been emotional at the time he was expressing it, but he was speaking what was real and what was true. And I feel the reason why I can understand him and people of his caliber or whatever is because I listen. Because I actually listen and I pay attention. I also pay attention to emotions because I have them. And I know them very well. And I care more for others than I do for myself. Not the right thing to do. Does not mean I don't love. I love me. But because I love me and I'm seeing how people act because of me or whatever, what have you, family or not, I be feeling bad for people emotionally about what they be going through. They don't get it. But I have to let that be them and let them be who they are. And all I can do is pray for them. So what you can't handle, give it to God and let it go. For real, don't hold on to it. And I am grateful for my family that actually love me and support me and have my back. And I'm talking about in this emotional realm, in the area of loving your family to a core of understanding. And that comes through the grace of God. And if it wasn't for him, I would not be here. I really would not be here. I would have been gone at the age of 3 years old. God bless you all. I hope everyone is having a beautiful week. Take care. God bless.